At Digital Media and Broadcasting Institute, DMBTI, we are dedicated to shaping the future of media education by equipping aspiring professionals with industry-relevant skills and knowledge. Our dynamic curriculum, hands-on training, and strong industry connections ensure that our graduates are prepared to excel in the rapidly evolving media and entertainment landscape. At DMBTI, we are committed to bridging the gap between theory and practice. Join us and experience first-hand training with media professionals who live and breathe the craft. To apply, call 0768 386 883 for more information. DMBTI is on the Meru Maua Road, 500 meters from Kemu main campus.
Welcome to Property Focus. I'm PJ Ngigi. Tonight we lift the curtain on 37 by Ineza for the very first time ever on Kenyan television. The bold new landmark reshaping Runda's skyline, developed by Tofauti Lifestyle Limited. Perched high above the city where every home is designed to capture views, Tofauti's first project Ineza set a high bar for quality and community. Now 37 by Ineza arrives even bolder, taller residences, elevated pricing to match unmatched quality, and fresh, modern, cosmopolitan layouts that redefine upscale living on the ridge. So, stay with us. We get to meet the team behind Ineza and 37 by Ineza for the first time, who will tell us what they have in store for this next chapter. Up next, an in-depth conversation with the developer from Tofauti Lifestyle Limited.
My name is Jerry Parson, and I'm the developer for Ineza. They call it Ineza 1 because it was the original Ineza.
Okay, so you've completed this project. It looks amazing. What are some of the lessons that you've had?
Gosh, I've learned so many. I keep telling my project manager, this is a very expensive university of learning. First of all, I think I was a bit naive when I started because I didn't know, I didn't understand what the developing houses would look like in terms of the time put in, the different challenges that we faced, even with the different people that we worked with, and so. I have learned a lot in terms of just maneuvering, working with people. Having a teachable spirit is very, very key. Humbling yourself enough to learn was one of the things that propelled my project because I was able to understand a lot of things and learn.
So many people have missed out on this one. Now the second phase, what's going to be happening? Tell us about the price points, location.
I try to avoid calling it second phase because I always, as a creative, you want to do, actually we struggled a lot because I wanted to do something different, showcase another design, and people were like, no, build us more of Ineza. So what I did is I took this design, the outside is similar, the face of Ineza is similar, but we're now doing a much larger house, and we're putting perks. We have bigger bedrooms, we have bathtubs in the bathrooms, we have a fireplace in the middle of the living area, we have a masala kitchen, we have underground tanks and a bigger garden, and then we have a paddle court, we have a bigger swimming pool, basketball for the children. So we've done it better.
Price points, what are they looking like?
We're looking at minimum price of the unit is 69.5. And the reason why is that you're getting more space, more house, and it's a more quiet environment in that the size is smaller. You only have 37 houses. That's why you're calling it 37 by Ineza. And so you get to choose your location and call it home, and not wanting to expand.
In terms of quality, how are you able to maintain quality but not cut off costs?
We take a cut on our profits. Because what we want to do, and I feel like this is something that has happened in third world countries, is that we go more for the profit. We don't think of the people that we're building for. And so I live here on the projects. When I'm in town, I use one of the units because I want people to be confident enough if the developer can actually live in a property, then, but I can't find anything else like this in Nairobi. So, hey.
Any partitions? Modi, as anybody is watching right now.
I particularly want to speak to women. Do not be afraid. Go for it. Why not? Use professionals in whatever you do, and the end results will amaze you. Because professionals, you went to school for that. If don't limit yourself just because you don't know a thing. If you have the passion will drive you.
All right, now we're going to take a short commercial break. When we're back, we're going to find out more about this moonstone and what.
At Digital Media and Broadcasting Institute, DMBTI, we are dedicated to shaping the future of media education by equipping aspiring professionals with industry-relevant skills and knowledge. Our dynamic curriculum, hands-on training, and strong industry connections ensure that our graduates are prepared to excel in the rapidly evolving media and entertainment landscape. At DMBTI, we are committed to bridging the gap between theory and practice. Join us and experience first-hand training with media professionals who live and breathe the craft. To apply, call 0768 386 883 for more information. DMBTI is on the Meru Maua Road, 500 meters from Kemu main campus.
So let's get to meet the team. First up, we've got Jimmy Kamodo, founder of LMJ Consultancy Limited, a full-service development and project management consulting firm specializing in end-to-end services in construction projects. What do we mean? From concept, design, financing, and construction management to close out, they do it all. Now, a couple of projects that they've done before, LMJ has done Enaki Residences, Ineza Homes, 1870 West, Nova Apartments, Evoke Nyali, Riverside Nexus, amongst others. Let's hear from Jim.
My name is Jimmy Kamodo. I'm a construction project manager, founder, and chief project manager at LMJ Consultancy Limited.
Yes,
we're development consultant.
Yes.
And project managers and construction managers.
Okay.
Yes, we manage projects end to end.
All right.
Yeah.
What makes me wonder, when can buyers actually move in, and also warranties? Once they move in, are they guaranteed the quality?
Yes, 37 by Ineza, we have 37 units.
Yes.
Each sitting on an eighth of an acre, with fantastic amenities. That's scheduled to take about 20-21 months. We have a very good team of consultants. Let me start there. Right through from our architect, our engineers, and at the same time we have a client, the developer, who's very conscious about quality
And actually lives here.
Thank you very much. And yeah, that does a lot to do with your end product. And our contractor is also more than capable. They have a very good solid portfolio, and so with a good strong team, high quality finishes, we'll ensure that the end product is better than the promise. Right from the point of the practical completion certificate by the architect, followed by the occupation certificate by the county.
Okay.
Over and above that, warranties for, say, like we're using Bosch appliances or our kitchen appliances, you do get warranties for those.
Yeah.
Things like the heat pumps, there'll be warranties for such. You have our public court, yes, there was swimming pool. We have our borehole, there'll be warranties and manuals and everything from suppliers and all that. So that is part of what people are buying into.
If it's anything to go by with 37 by Ineza Phase 1,
Yes.
I'm sure it's going to be a success.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And welcome again. Thank you.
Yes.
All right. Super. Asante.
So let's get to meet the design team behind this project. Team 2 Architects, an architectural and interior design firm set up by Deepak and Pari, husband and wife who've been in partnership from around 2010. You probably remember some of their work from an episode that we did called The Elements of a Fantastic Villa. And you get to see how the firm solve problems by providing solutions and thereby creating different design styles for different briefs and problems relative to their respective contexts.
Well, the client brief when we started off was very simple, that she really wanted to come up with a language or a housing which broke the prototypes of what kind of houses we have in Nairobi. Quite modern in nature, quite international in appeal, but at the same time grounded up into the local context. When I say local context, I purely mean the climate, the tropical nature of where we live. So good lighting, good natural lighting, good cross ventilation, but a language which people now pay the extra buck if required just because it looks in a certain way. So I think that was the simple brief we got. So if you notice carefully in the design, there is no connection between the roof and the walls. So it does give the feeling that the roof is floating on the glass.
Yes.
And that makes the whole house extremely light in nature.
True.
And it also creates a lot of interest to see now what happens inside the house. Of course, the second thing we really wanted to achieve was the inside-outside space. So if you see, the living rooms have been designed, or all the units have been designed such that when you open your sliding doors,
Yes.
the living room becomes part of the garden.
Yes.
So it's like an extension.
Yes.
One of the key materials is the Nairobi Njiru Bluestone, which
This one over here.
this one over here. And the idea was not to just use it in a simple manner, was to further tweak it to create that interest. So what we did was we chose a certain grade or a certain color of Njiru. Njiru does come in different shades and tones. So we went for the gray look because that gives you that modern, simple feel. But we ended up doing a bit of a medium chisel on the surface. And that kind of gives the inner grain of the stone. What you see over there. So now that suddenly creates a bit of a contrast with the blasted surface.
I see.
And that became the punch point of all the design, the elevations. This is the new Kenya. This is the emerging Kenya. And this was our aim.
As we wrap up tonight's journey through 37 by Ineza, it's impossible not to feel inspired by the story behind these walls. A story shaped by vision, passion, and genuine heart. At the center is Njeri Gakunju, the developer and CEO of Tofauti Lifestyle Limited, whose belief in building not just houses, but thriving communities has made both Ineza and 37 by Ineza stand out like beacons on Runda's skyline. The future is not just built, it's cared for. And with hands and hearts like these, it truly shines. This has been Property Focus. I was your host, PJ Gigi.
At Digital Media and Broadcasting Institute, DMBTI, we are dedicated to shaping the future of media education by equipping aspiring professionals with industry-relevant skills and knowledge. Our dynamic curriculum, hands-on training, and strong industry connections ensure that our graduates are prepared to excel in the rapidly evolving media and entertainment landscape. At DMBTI, we are committed to bridging the gap between theory and practice. Join us and experience first-hand training with media professionals who live and breathe the craft. To apply, call 0768 386 883 for more information. DMBTI is on the Meru Maua Road, 500 meters from Kemu main campus.